Now there's claims that when Canada Post started laying off workers who were striking, this could be illegal according to the union, and we're going to discuss it in today's video. Welcome back to the channel, guys. This is Matt Carr. If you do enjoy my videos, please consider subscribing and joining in all the fun we have here. Today we're going to be talking about the Canada Post strike yet again because it's ongoing, and I'm keeping my pulse right to it because I need to know this information, for one, because I have a Poshmark store and I have an eBay store, and a lot of my shipments get shipped through Canada Post. Obviously right now I have shifted eBay to UPS, which is a little more expensive, and I haven't been selling a lot because of that, so I really want Canada Post to get back so we can get back to those cheaper rates. And then also my Poshmark store is connected directly to Canada Post, so I can't ship anything because they have no other supplier right now. The shipping that they made a deal with when they made Poshmark Canada was directly with Canada Post, so unfortunately, until this whole strike is resolved, Poshmark is pretty much dead in Canada. Literally, this could kill Poshmark if they don't find another supplier to do their shipping for them soon, because it's, you know, the busiest time of the year apparently, and we're not getting much happening right now in terms of negotiations. In fact, Canada Post denies it violated labor code by laying off striking workers as union files formal complaint. Now, this is the Toronto Star. Toronto Star usually is a little bit labor biased, so take that with a grain of salt, but regardless, we're going to go into this article and I'm going to give my opinions and I'm going to talk a little bit more about everything going on. Laying off postal workers during a strike is illegal, the CUPW argued in a statement to the Star on Sunday. Now, the Canadian Union of Postal Workers, CUPW, says it filed an unfair labor practices complaint against Canada Post, accusing the Crown Corporation of launching an assault by laying off workers during the ongoing strike. Now, I will say, if it's illegal, they did it in a good time for them. Not saying it's good if it was illegal, because obviously the public support was kind of favoring the corporation versus the union workers, which, you know, you can say whatever you want with that, but it definitely feels like there's more people who are upset about this whole strike than people who are like, yes, go get your, go get that bag, you earned it.
I guess you're right. It's just walking around putting it in the boxes.
So to do this during that particular moment, it does feel like it was a strategy that they thought maybe they can get away with, but you know what, who knows? Let's read a little bit more and see what is being said in this article. The union said it formally sent the complaint with the Canadian Industrial Relations Board on Friday, arguing the move by the Postal Service to lay off workers is clear intimidation tactic. During the labor distribution, Canada Post confirmed to the Star Thursday that a limited number of employees are being affected and that the layoffs are temporary. Neither the union nor the company has given an exact number of employees affected by the temporary layoff. So no numbers as of right now. So first it sounded like it was a bit of a rumor, and then now it looks like it might have actually been legit that this actually did happen. Now they haven't released the number, so we don't know exactly how many of these employees were actually temporarily terminated, right? Laying off postal workers during a strike is illegal, the CUPW argued in a statement to the Star on Saturday. Instead of sitting down at the bargaining table of postal workers, Canada Post has chosen to launch an assault on postal workers. Now, the last time they did a massive strike like this again was about 7 years ago, and it lasted 31 days. Now, it seems like the negotiating so far, they actually did agree to doing an 11% raise, but apparently, according to what is being said in the reports, that Canada Post actually wanted a raise of up to 24%, and they said that was it. It was too far apart, and they just completely stopped talks, and the negotiations completely halted after that.
I think we got a stack of mail out there at the desk that belongs to you. Now, you want that mail, don't you, Mr. Kremp?
Sure do.
Meanwhile, Canada Post said it has received the complaint and is reviewing it, noting it's a legal matter. They will respond to it. No timeline was provided. We deny any violation of Canada Labor Code, spokesperson Phil Rogers told the Star in an email. Another powerful person named Rogers in Canada. Go figure. Rogers, I swear to God, it's not Canada Post, but my God, Rogers, want to talk about big companies in Canada, Rogers is huge. Talks between the two parties were suspended by the special federal mediator on Wednesday after Canada Post said talks had ground to a halt. So nothing was actually accomplished so far, which is kind of scary because tomorrow we're going to be heading into December, and December, that's the Christmas month. We've already kind of missed Black Friday, And, Cyber Monday might also be at jeopardy. And Cyber Monday is all about buying things online and then it being delivered, being shipped to your house. So Cyber Monday, I could argue, is a more of a package day than even Black Friday. Now, the union says it's planning to return to the negotiating table when there is a clear and achievable path forward for both parties, so they can resume serving their communities. So who knows how long this actually is going to be. Again, I'm using the last time this went on as a kind of benchmark. So we're over 2 weeks now at this point. The last big strike was 31 days. So that means we're potentially halfway through this strike, which is scary. 31 days, I really hope that'd be like right before Christmas. And that would be very hectic for Canada Post workers to come back into that chaos, which it's going to be nuts. It's going to be really bad. Friday marked the 2-week mark since more than 50,000 workers began to strike, halting Canada Post mail and delivery services ahead of the crucial holiday season. Now, that is the article here talking about the layoffs of the employees there, the temporary layoffs. Let me know your thoughts about these layoffs. Do you believe that they are illegal? And do you fall in line with the strikers? Are you more, in favor of the corporation saying no to these demands? It's a very tricky point. It's a very tricky kind of place to be in general, because I think that there is definitely a case to be made that these workers should be paid fairly, but also it's kind of ridiculous that during the busiest time of year for everyone, getting government checks, parcels, Christmas, Black Friday, that there is a huge strike going on, which is very taxing on all of the citizens. And again, it's a crown corporation, so your tax dollars essentially go to fund Canada Post, partially go to fund organizations like Canada Post. And to see this definitely gets people who pay taxes to be very frustrated by that. So again, public support is down for Canada Post, and that could also lead to them using these tactics like those scare tactics to lay off these workers, because public support is kind of more on the line right now of the corporate Canada Post instead of the labor workers. But again, that's just me stating the facts. If you guys disagree as well, let me know down below in the comment section. And with that being said, guys, I hope you enjoyed today's video. I don't know why I said it like that. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you enjoyed today's video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care.